was a seamstress. And she was very good at what she did. She would do the fronts of ladies' dresses because that was what the best seamstresses did. She wasn't taught my father how to sew. She liked to tickle me. And I would say, please stop. And she would say, stop it, I like it. And if somebody got mad at me, and I would say, but he's mad at me, she would say, he's mad, so he'll get glad. My mother's mother, her name was Rose. In Hebrew, Rachel or Rochel. And she worked in my grandfather's store, and she was very, very good at what she did. She was a great businesswoman, and she was particularly adept at counting out the money each week, Erev Shabbos, to give to the workers. Yes. And she made very good chicken soup. And I remember fondly lighting candles with her Erev Shabbat. Now, both of these ladies came to America as young girls. My grandmother, my father's mother came at age 16 all by herself. My mother's mother did have siblings who came with her. She had a bunch of them. I think all of them were redheads. Yeah, and even her parents were in America. But I don't know about my other grandmother's parents. Both of them grew up in Europe, so America was something new to them, and they spoke with a silly accent, of course, a European accent. And I was pretty glad that when I grew up I wouldn't have an accent when I was a Savta or grandmother, and then I realized that I came here and I have an accent! So that's why I'm speaking in English. Yeah. As I was thinking about talking about them this morning, though, something came to me which I thought was interesting. My father's mother's name was Yehudit. Obviously, a Jewish name. Pretty Jewish, as Jewish as you could get, pretty much. Like Yehuda was named after Yehudit, yes? My mother's name was Rachel, who of course, Rachel Levaka Lebanim, because she wanted her children to return home. And her English name was Rose. And I heard a whole long talk, I think it was Avshalom Kor, who went into about that Israel, the Jewish people are thought of as Rose. Chavatzelet HaSharon, Shoshanat Amakim, Shoshanat Yaakov talks about the Jews. So I think that it was kind of interesting that I got programmed to be exactly where I am by the two ladies who were the strong influences in my life and who were always very caring and loving toward me. And I hope someday that my grandchildren can remember me as fondly as I remember my grandmothers. And I'm happy to have everybody here.